but they are below as well. So their goal difference is at 0. They have scored 10 and have 13 again, so they have a -3 goal difference. That's the reason why they're there. That's Mekelakeya. And then the Sebeta side is in 16th position. They played 16, won only once, and they have only 9 points. So I was about to tell you that Mekelakeya has the same number of points as Abaminch. The only thing is Abaminch will be above them because they have a 0 goal difference. Now Abaminch then have scored 11 and have 11 against. That's the reason why. But this match, of course, is going to be a match that determines whether or not the Mekelakeya side can climb further up, because at 21, they can join Bahardar, they can join Bunna, and they can also join Wolkite, depending on how many goals they score as well. And then we have to look at the goal difference. Even Sebeta has to work to get what they want, and Mekelakeya the same has to work. They went on a very dour draw in that game. Abaminch and Mekelakeya with no shots on target. That was the record there. Miran Dembele knows very well now that he needs to get the points from this match if he's got to lift himself slightly ahead of everybody else in this one. At the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium. Mekelakeya from left to right. And Sebeta going the other way around. It's pretty obvious that was an offside position much earlier. Apia. It's just the way it's written sometimes that will confuse your pronunciation, but Apia should be the correct name for the Ghanaian forward. So we'll take you through the 90 minutes of this one. I'm Bernardo Tieno. I'm in the company of Peter Kirumba, Jonas Azeze, and of course Said Kier are in the Amari commentary to take you through this one. What do you expect of this game, Peter?
I expect the best thing they can do is ignore the midfield. Both are playing on a 4-4-2 formation, and if they sit and play a lot of football on the midfield, it's going to be a whole forest of legs inside there. So the best thing, depending on where they are on the log, they must try and penetrate each other's defenses very early in the game for at least one of them to get dominance.
Well, they haven't changed much of their lineup, the Mekelakeya side. They have literally everybody else who played in the game that they played last against Abaminch, in which they drew 0-0. For the Sebeta Ketema side, it's also interesting to look at who they've got there. And Zibambi starts Samuel Salisha as well, Dureta Subisha as well. Behailu is there as well. Abdullah Victor Fiz and Tenetus Fire and Michaela Defris. Ketu Maram. So I think they've maintained the same team they had as well, with this Mekelakeya as well in it. And they're trying to bring the cross in from the left side. The Mekelakeya side use a little bit of energy that doesn't help their cause in trying to get the ball forward. So this is going to be a goal kick taken by Sebeta. What's the formation they are carrying into this game, Peter?
4-4-2 on both sides, showing that both of them really want goals. They want to go up because if you see a team that has 4 midfielders and 2 attackers, it shows that they need goals. So if both sides playing the same system, it's going to be difficult until one of them decides to ignore the midfield.
Well, then let's hope that they're going to be controlling the midfield the way they wanted. A good run from Sebeta. The cross is a 45. It's a low one. It doesn't have much power. It comes from Ketu Haile Mariam. It's picked up by the Mekelakeya side. Oh, they try to push it through the midfield. Abdullah Smith. So Fick gets in the way of everything else. That's a better delivery then, but they need to string the passes correctly. and probably just approach the goal area systematically. I'm not exactly sure where that run was going to go to for Duresa Shubisha, but he's fouled in the process. It started off on a very,
lob directly into the hands of the goalkeeper. It looked dangerous, but it doesn't trouble Clement Boye at all. He's going to start it from his own side for Mekelakeya.
It looks dangerous, but it was so easy for goalkeeper there.
Ah, okay. Good ball now to Bismarck Apia. Oh, Apia, he rose, but then he misses the ball. They've picked it up again. And Subisha gets into the way one more time. I think Zimbabwe was trying to control it to come back on the other side. Subisha thought he should have been the scorer. The first strike was missed by Bismarck Apia. What do you make of the move?
This is a perfect move. Shows how disoriented that defense is. And again, communication should have been key between Apia and jersey number 7.
Well, cut back nicely into a 45. The shot misses the target. How does Teshome shoot away from there? The Mekelakeya fans were already on their feet, knowing that this was going to go into the net. It was cut very nicely into a 45. He's in a vantage position. How does the shot not get on target, Peter? As Sebeta come out on the right. This one is right in front of goal, just takes the top netting. He doesn't angle it down, but Duresa Shubisha certainly now in the right position for receiving of that and causes the drumbeat to stop.
Yes, again, as we said, very good service coming from the right. The captain brings it, very nice one, but he gets the header totally wrong. Did everything right. The ball just refused to go into the net.
This one is angled towards the goal area and parried out of the field of play. Looked very, very meek, but ended up being dangerous from Girum Hagos, who then turns it towards the goal area. The goalkeeper, Betesidat Alo, knows that that ball is dipping and decides to pip it out in time, Peter.
He was actually going for the header, but the goal got his shoulder and deviated in a different direction.
A hard one going towards the goalkeeper. Just manages to have his hands on it, Clement Boye. But a good shot directly. It dummies as if it's going to come to the other side. But then he goes for a direct shot, knowing the goalkeeper is slightly away from this near post here. It forces Boye to run and make himself very, very, very elastic to get there. Does Hagos have the technique? It does, but it doesn't dip on time. It goes over the bar. It's got the power, it's got the speed as well.
Only the precision lacked. Everything was done well, but a bit exaggerated in terms of power.
And seems to have brought in some fresh legs as well in the midfield to be able to run on. Sebeta getting a shot here, not beating Boye from that distance. It's going to be very difficult. You can only beat him on an intelligent kind of shot towards goal. But yes, these ones that are going directly are not going to trouble him.
Not many goalkeepers are troubled by such balls, especially if he puts his body behind it. It's very difficult to beat him from there.
Give away a nice free kick that almost goes into the net if it wasn't for the very long hands of Clement Boye, denying Zimbabwe a chance to be able to get onto the score chart. Nice header as well from Zimbabwe.
Oh,
he was pretty sure that this one was going away from Clement Boye.
Nice delivery. Perfect header, no offside. He got to the ball before it crossed.
He's on the left side and has crossed the line at the least expected time. They're going out onto the left side, and then a through ball and a left foot shot. Zimbabwe touches it on his right boot, slides full length to get onto it. Boye cannot do anything about that. Even if he had touched it, it would still have been pushed in by an advancing Zacharias Fikre. But at the moment, Paulo's Derek Zimbabwe, the Ugandan, will be the toast of the Sebeta side. The coach will love him until the next game. Mekelakeya 0, Sebeta 1.